Welcome back to another rebuild I got for you guys today. Today is going to be a realistic rebuild of the Houston Texans. I'm going to try one of these out. I know the whole realistic portion of this is rather subjective because, like, what I might think is realistic, you guys might not think is realistic, and all that stuff, but I'm just going to get into this one and I'll kind of explain the rules a little bit. Here's a look at the Texans offense. Let me just make sure everybody's, in the right position. Reorganize the lineup a little bit. But yeah, here's a look at the team. Deshaun Watson, of course, is not injured here, so he's going to be the quarterback for the future of this team. I can't see anything changing with this. I'm sure he'll win like some kind of award and get a lot of experience. Even if he doesn't, he's an 84. That's actually really good. Lamar Miller will most likely be the running back for a couple years. He's an 87 overall. He normally has some pretty good years. Pretty much averages over 1,000 yards a season in simulation. DeAndre Hopkins, obviously one of the best receivers right now. Will Fuller is actually pretty good as well. This O-line is a problem. I'll probably have to sign a couple O-line free agents. CJ Fedorowicz is a good tight end. And the defense is actually super talented on this team. So I got J.J. Watt, of course. This is definitely a 3-4. This is not a 4-3. I'm not sure why it's showing that way. DJ Reader is actually a good defensive tackle. Very good linebacker core. Whitney Merciless, Davion Clowney, Benardrick McKinney. Brian Cushing's here. So is Zach Cunningham. I almost want Zach Cunningham to start, but I don't want to not start Benardrick McKinney, and I have nowhere to play him. He does not have good zone coverage. I can't move him up to safety. 59 zone coverage, and he's really good. I don't think Zach Cunningham has good zone coverage. I doubt he can play safety. 67, there's no chance. And I don't have anywhere to play him. That sucks, but he'll be a good backup. I would like to start him, obviously, since he's a rookie. Does Kevin Johnson still have quick development? Does he still have quick development is what I meant to say. He does. 74 overall, though. Not really that good. Kareem Jackson, Jonathan Joseph. These guys are just not that great. Jonathan Joseph is an 85, but he's kind of old. Safeties aren't the best, but Andre Howell's an 81. That's not terrible. But anyway, I'm going to give a quick rundown of what I'm going to do in this rebuild to make it different from a fantasy-style rebuild. I'm sure you guys pretty much all know what a realistic rebuild is. I really won't be trading for any players. The only players I'm going to allow myself to trade for are players on the trade block, and I'll try not to target any of the really high overall guys. Can I go every position? No, but Tevin Coleman, I'm not going to trade for Tevin Coleman, or Spencer Ware, or Darren Sproles. Actually, Darren Sproles wouldn't be that bad because he's rather old, but if I trade for anybody on the trade block, it'll be some random lower overall guys that I kind of just want to see if I can develop. Let's see. I don't know if there's anybody here that I would really want. Any offensive lineman would actually help out a lot. Anyone young? Nobody that's good there. Jeremiah Tattoo's a 76. Wow. David Onyemata's a free agent. I wouldn't trade for him, though. I think he's a little too high of an overall. Andrew Billings isn't horrible, or maybe... What else do I need on this team? Not really much, to be honest, on the defensive side. Maybe another corner? I mean, Delvin Breaux, I don't want. Jalen Mills, I would not be opposed to trading for. I mean, it's not super realistic that the Eagles would trade him, but if I can make a decently fair offer, I think I can go with that one. Or Anthony Brown. I'm not sure why he is on the trade block. But yeah, I'm not going to go after any of the super high overall guys like Tevin Coleman, like I said earlier. Pretty much anyone under an 80, I think is fair game. I think that's almost the same thing here with just signing normal free agents. I don't want Ladarius Green. Even if I can, I mean, he's not going to really fit on this team, but if I could use him, I still wouldn't sign him because I think he's a bit too good to sign right away. I don't know. I'll probably limit myself to only being able to sign and trade for players under an 80, as long as the player's on the trade block, of course. But where is he? I know I'm already going to sign Dorian Johnson. Where is he? Is he a left guard? Dorian, are you not a free agent anymore? Oh no, I didn't pass him, did I? Ooh, that's not good. Andrew Tiller, I think I can still sign. I'll figure some stuff out, and I'll let you guys know who I ended up signing. So I'll show you guys the people that I ended up signing. I didn't sign that many people, but we got Philly Brown over here. He's not horrible. I mean, he's better than Bruce Ellington. I don't know, how old are you? 26. I guess he's not really that much better, but I like Philly Brown. Why not? I'll have him there. And then Braxton Miller, I mean, I could start him, but doesn't really have great stats anyway. I'm just going to start Philly Brown at the number 2. Will Fuller is going to be playing the slot. That's why I just wanted a decent number 2. It doesn't really matter who plays there, to be honest. I just hope DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller can go off. On the O-line, I signed John Urschel, because I guess Dorian Johnson got signed. I don't know. I didn't see him in free agency. I totally could have just overlooked him or something. But John Urschel is going to be playing left tackle for us. Everybody else in the O-line, I think, is the same. Nick Martin's actually not bad at all. He's 24 years old. He definitely has some room to develop, especially if he can randomly make the Pro Bowl or something. And then defensively, I don't think I signed anybody different. I did sign Maurice Alexander. I almost said McKenzie. Maurice Alexander, I did sign him because I thought maybe he would start, but I didn't notice that Moore over here is only 24 years old. Corey Moore is, so he's definitely going to be on the team for probably the remainder of this rebuild, if I had to say. And Andre Howell is not bad. But also, I'm kind of an idiot. I was talking about Zach Cunningham not starting. I forgot that I had to switch this to a 3-4, even though I said it in the video. But Zach Cunningham is going to be our middle linebacker number 1, and Benardrick McKinney is going to be right behind him. This is just in case Zach Cunningham can win Defensive Rookie of the Year, because then he can get a lot of experience and then have a really good linebacker. Quintuplet, that's 5. But Willie Merciless might have to get replaced. I mean, he does have quick development, but he is only an 84 overall. I'll have to see how he plays. Hopefully he plays pretty well. But yeah, pretty much this is going to be the team for the first season. I don't think I'm going to trade for anybody. Actually, hold on, I forgot. I think I might trade for Jalen Mills. I think I might try to do that. Let me see if I can trade like Kareem Jackson and some draft pick or something for him. See if that can work. This is what the trade is going to be. I had Marcus Gilchrist on the trade block anyway, so I was gonna try to trade him regardless. But Kareem Jackson and Marcus Gilchrist will get me Jalen Mills, and I think that's pretty fair. I think I didn't really try too hard with the trade to make it super realistic, but it is only a 79 rated player. If you guys don't want me to do that for the next couple realistic rebuilds whenever I do another one, let me know, and I'll try not to trade for anybody. But I think that trade's okay, just to have one player here. I'm kind of biased towards him, of course, since he's on the Eagles. Yeah, so we got Jalen Mills, but also I think I'm going to try to add a couple players onto the trade block just to see what kind of draft picks I can get for them. Like Eddie Pleasant, right? Your name's Eddie. I'm going to add you to the trade block. I don't really need you anymore since we have Maurice Alexander. I don't think there's anybody else I can add, but maybe if I find anybody else that I don't want on this team, like Andre Ellington, maybe I can get a random trade partner with him. I'll add him to the trade block just to try to get some random draft picks. I don't think anything will really come of it, but if anything does, like if I ever get any other random draft picks, then you guys know why. But Greg Mance is a 71. I remember when I did my Texans Connected franchise a long time ago, he was actually like an 85 or something. He was like one of the best players on the team, on the offensive line at least. But anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to I'll sim, but of course I got to change the sliders and stuff first. At the midseason mark here, we are 3-3-1, and the Colts are 5-3. It's actually really surprising. But we're at the bottom of the division. The Jaguars are 5-2, Colts are 5-3 like I said, and the Titans are 4-3. We definitely still have a shot, but we just destroyed the Seahawks though. That's rather surprising. Let's check out the team. How's the experience looking? 10,000 experience for Deshaun Watson's pretty cool. I'm going to spend that, I think, now. Nobody else in the offense has that much. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is a good amount. On the defensive side, nobody here has all that much. So, don't have all that much to spend. But also, the Texans have terrible draft picks. Their earliest draft pick is in the 3rd round. So I can't even scout any of these good guys. Let's just see. Is this guy going to be a stud? Oh, God, yep. Okay. That guy's going to be like an 86 overall, but I wouldn't be able to, I don't think I would draft him anyway, even if I could. But yeah, I'll spend this experience on Deshaun Watson quick. See what I can get him up to. I'll put it into awareness, and I'm just going to go all in awareness. I don't think there's much reason to do anything else right now. 85 overall, it's not terrible. Maybe, hopefully, he can win Offensive Rookie of the Year. That'd be pretty nice. Jonathan Joseph is our highest rated free agent. Corey Moore I definitely want to bring back. He's not bad at all. 79 overall. I'll bring him back for sure. Okay, Shane Leckler I'm not going to worry about. He's 41 years old. Eddie Pleasant, Bruce Ellington, Alfred Blue, Andre Ellington. I don't want any of those guys, really. Xavier Suafilo, I don't really want anybody here. And then Jonathan Joseph, I don't know if I want him. He doesn't really, I mean, it's only a 1-year deal. Wouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. I'm going to wait till the end of the season, see how he plays. And I'll decide then. Here we are at the end of the season, and we did not make the playoffs. Ended up going 9-6-1. Actually, we came in 2nd in the division. The Jaguars ran the division, going 13-3. Check out the team schedule, though. 1-3 in the preseason. Lost the opening 2 games, tied to the Patriots, and then lost to the Titans. But then we beat the Chiefs and the Browns and the Seahawks and the Colts and the Rams and the Cardinals and the Ravens. Nice win streak there. Lost to the Titans, beat the 49ers, then lost 2, and then beat the Colts. If we would have won one of these games, we got destroyed by the Jaguars. If we could have beaten the Steelers here, we might have been able to make a playoff spot. I'm not sure, though. Check out the stats. Tom Brady wins MVP. Deshaun Watson, though, 4,490 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 picks. Very, very good season from him. I'm actually not sure, but I hope he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's probably between him and like Fournette or something. Rushing, Lamar Miller had a really good season. Nearly 1,400 yards with 14 touchdowns. 3 fumbles isn't all that much. Deshaun Watson had 309 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns, and Deontay Foreman had 7 touchdowns. Is it Deontay or just Donta? I don't know, whatever. But Foreman had 7 touchdowns. Not bad. Receiving, DeAndre Hopkins had a good season, 1,231 yards, 10 touchdowns. Will Fuller down there gets over 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns. Fedorowicz nearly has 10 touchdowns, and Philly Brown doesn't really do much. Blocking, I can't imagine this is that good. Actually, not as bad as I expected it to be. John Urschel did let up a lot of sacks, but I'm sure he probably would he probably did the best out of anybody on our offense. Like, if I would have moved any of them to left tackle, they probably would have done far worse than him. I don't know why it took me so long to get that out, but that's what I was trying to say. Anyway, Zach Cunningham, 122 tackles. Andre Howell had 104. Tackles for loss, 22 from J.J. Watt and 11 from DJ Reader. Sacks, 11 from J.J. Watts, 10.5 from Chris Covington, only 5.5 from Jadeveon Clowney. Are we in a 3-4? It looks like we are because Benardrick McKinney is indeed playing, so it definitely looks like we're in a 3-4. All right, I don't think our backup defensive tackle got many snaps, right? Yeah, he definitely did not. He would have had at least 1 tackle for loss. There he is. He only had 8 tackles. Interceptions, 5 from Jonathan Joseph, actually playing really well. 2 from Jalen Mills, 1 from Jadeveon Clowney, Zach Cunningham, Andre Howell, and Corey Moore. Not bad. Got a decent amount of interceptions. Any touchdowns, though? 1 from Ibrahim Campbell. All right, must have been a fumble recovery then. 6th on offense. It's actually not bad at all. We can definitely improve the defense. 25th, even though our defense is far better than our offense is. Whatever. Blake Bortles is in the MVP running, but so is Deshaun Watson. Nice. I don't see any rookies above him. There's no other rookies on this list, but Brandon Graham makes it? Hold on. Before I do anything, let me see what Brandon Graham did. That's always funny to see. If a defensive player ever makes MVP, they had a ridiculous season. So let's see. What did Brandon Graham end up doing? Carson Wentz had it really safe here. Defensively, 26 sacks. Wow. And 7 tackles for loss. What a season from Brandon Graham. Anyway, though, let's conclude the awards. Yeah, we made it in the MVP running. That's cool to see. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. We actually came in 2nd. That's nice to see. Is any rookie in this? Leonard Fournette makes it at number 9. But I think we're good enough to have won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let's see. I really hope we did. Actually, I thought it was going to be this next one, but I forgot Defensive Player of the Year first. I doubt anyone from the Texans is here. Yeah, I'm right. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Deshaun Watson. That's huge. He's going to go up very nicely. Nobody else. Actually, Deontay Foreman's right there. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Zach Cunningham comes in 3rd. So now, probably for the remainder of the rebuild, I'll have Benardrick McKinney starting because I doubt Zach Cunningham got that much experience. How much did Deshaun Watson get, though? 32,000. That is beautiful to see. Only normal development still. I was really hoping he would get a development increase, but that's okay. DeAndre Hopkins is 24K. O-line actually looks pretty decent. I could probably get these guys to almost a B for all of them. That's pretty cool to see. And then on the defensive side, no one has that much, but decent amount of experience going around. 10K for each of the linebackers at least. That's all right. So we're in free agency here, and John Urschel is somebody we have to negotiate with, and I am willing to do that. He's actually not bad at all. He can at least stay like playing center or something on our team if we draft a better tackle. So he'll come back, and then Philly Brown's here. I'm not really going to give him a contract. There's some backup safeties I want, so I'm not going to give Maurice Alexander any. And also the reason why I'm not going to bring back Philly Brown is because there's a potential wide receiver I would like to draft. So I'm going to let everybody else go. Shane Lechler I'm not really worried about. I can sign a punter or draft a punter. But let's see who's here in free agency. I don't expect anyone that great to be here. Drew Brees, LeGarrette Blount, Spencer Ware, Cameron Brate. Did we re-sign Jonathan Joseph? I don't remember doing that. Did he get a contract? No, did we franchise tag him? I hope he retired. That's actually probably what happened because I hope we didn't franchise tag him because I don't really want him anymore. Yeah, he retired. Okay, so I didn't actually even see who was in free agency here. I saw the first couple and then I remembered that. But yeah, Drew Brees, Spencer Ware, Cameron Brate, Jerick McKinnon. Nobody really that I want. Yeah. One of these free agency periods, I don't really want anybody here. My first pick in the draft is in the 3rd round, so I'm going to draft Blair Rudolph here. Looks like a really good offensive lineman. He's definitely going to come in and start. He's rather strong too, which is great. 76 overall, normal development, 91 strength though. He is definitely going to be our starting left guard. I'm going to trade away this pick just to try to get some value next year. You know, trying to accrue a lot of draft picks is always a good route to take in realistic rebuilds, so I think I'm going to take one of those 3rd rounders. Probably from the Bears. I think they'll do worse than the Bills. My pick right now is going to a mid-6th rounder, and it's going to be Takoy Lindsley. He actually looks really talented. He is super fast. He can catch rather well too, and he's really, really agile. I think he's going to be a great player. 72 overall, normal development. I was really hoping for more. He's not as good as I thought he was going to be. This pick here is going to Jimmy Baker. He has B hit power and B zone along with C+ tackle. He actually looks really good. He's actually really slow though. I'm going to take him anyway. 70 overall, normal development. Excellent pick apparently, but he's super, super slow. 83 speed, that's not good at all. And now with my 7th pick, my 7th round draft pick, I don't know who I want. I'm sure the other player I have scouted there is going to go. I really wanted this one center, but he went, so I had no chance of taking him. And all the players I had watched are gone, so let's just take... Should I take this guy? Nah, I don't really want him that much, to be honest. I don't think he's going to be that good. Let's go with, is there a fullback here that I can take? There we go. This guy's B- impact block. Let's go with him. 71 overall normal development. Alright, there we go. This guy actually was not an 86. I thought he was going to be, but still 83 overall rookie with 77 speed too. He's actually really good. This is definitely an overtrade, but I think it's kind of more realistic than if I were to just trade Brian Cushing. So Chance Warmack was on the trade block, so he's eligible to get traded for, so I'm giving the Eagles Brian Cushing and a 5th rounder to get Chance Warmack. Here's the team pretty much for the second season. I just have to spend all the remaining experience, but Deshaun Watson is up to a 90 overall, which is nice to see. Hopefully he can lead us into the playoffs, but yeah, like I mentioned, I didn't spend many of these people's experience. But also, we got Jordan Matthews. We signed him in free agency. We actually offered him a pretty legit contract. It was like 102 points worth. So he's on the team now. I mean, he's a decent number 2 option. Hopefully he can at least do something. Hopefully he can. I'm sure he'll play better than Philly Brown did. But Will Fuller and DeAndre Hopkins will be the main targets still. Like Will Fuller will still be in the slot. All that good stuff. Chance Warmack is here playing right guard. This rookie is playing left guard. The O-line's looking a little bit better. CJ Florowitz is unchanged. Lamar Miller's unchanged. Might as well start Fells. If I cut Jay Prosh, is there any penalty to that? I will gain $20,000. So I'm going to do that. Because it was 920 to cut him. That's how much I would save. And then it was like a 900k penalty. So technically I prospered about 20k. So I'll just cut him since we have a rookie fullback just to take his spot. Then on the defensive side, we have Benardrick McKinney hopping back to the middle linebacker 1 position. Also, we signed Dominic Easley. He was obviously a right end, but I think Chris Covington will go up higher than he is, so I just threw him to backup defensive tackle. I don't know, he wasn't getting any offers, so I just threw him a random contract to see if he would come in. DRC, I just signed in free agency, like right here, in this free agency period, rather than like actually giving him a contract. So he's only on a 1-year deal, but he's not terrible for a number 2 corner. Our cornerback situation's not great. Definitely need to look to draft one. I think that's the main priority, and then this team's actually pretty decent. But I'm going to spend all this XP, and I'll see you at the midseason mark. I'm at the midseason mark here, and it looks like we have to bring back Jadeveon Clowney at some point. But we are 3-5, but the rest of the division is terrible. They are all 3-4, so we definitely still have a playoff shot here. How's the team looking? No one has all that much experience, but that's okay. I mean, Deshaun Watson, nearly 7,500. That's not terrible, I guess. On the defensive side, I don't see a whole lot from anybody either, but Benardrick McKinney, 5.8k, 6.2k from Whitney Merciless is kind of cool. But anyway, let's try to bring back Jadeveon Clowney. We should be able to. I'll just give him a lot of money if he wants it. Benardrick McKinney also has to be re-signed. He is getting a 7-year deal. I'm actually going to bump that up just to make sure he comes back. Okay, he's coming back to the team. Good to know. Benardrick McKinney, another guy I would really want back on the team. He is coming back. Christian Covington. Yeah, I'll give him a contract, because if anything, he can play backup defensive tackle. He's not bad. He's pretty big, so we'd be able to shift there pretty nicely. And Chance Warmack, we just traded for him. It'd be weird for me not to bring him back. He's coming back to the team. Kevin Johnson, I'm not sure about, because there is a corner in this draft that looks decent. Maybe. How much do you want? We have a lot of money. I will bring him back, because he doesn't want all that much. He also doesn't have that big of a signing bonus. So I'll give him a contract. There we go. Now I'll see you at the end of the year. So we did not make the playoffs. Kind of expected, to be honest. I mean, the whole division was kind of the same, but I don't know. I didn't really think we would make the playoffs. We went 8-8. All right, well, we came in 3rd. I would have rather went 3-13, kind of like the Colts did. But the Jaguars ended up winning the division at 10-6. 2-2 in the preseason. Regular season lost the opening 2 games. We 12-6 against the Titans. All right, we beat the Redskins and the Jaguars. Lost against the Titans and the Jets and the Steelers. Beat the Colts, though. We also beat the Colts again, and then we beat the Raiders, and went on a 3-game win streak to close out the season. Not really ideal, because now we don't have a good draft pick. There's some pretty good prospects, and I'm not going to trade up in the draft to get them. But Deshaun Watson had a really good season. Very, very similar to what he did last season. Just a couple more interceptions and a few more touchdowns, I think. Lamar Miller, very efficient once again. 1,300 yards pretty much with 12 touchdowns. And 1 fumble. Deontay Foreman, however it's pronounced, had 10 touchdowns out of the backup. Deshaun Watson actually did not have any. Receivers, DeAndre Hopkins went off. 102 catches, 1,500 yards, and 14 touchdowns. Will Fuller didn't do all that much. Jordan Matthews had 7 touchdowns, though. I hope he wasn't playing in the slot. He actually may have been. That's okay, though. Blocking, it probably wasn't great. Actually really good. A lot better than I expected it to be honest. Benardrick McKinney, though, had 134 tackles. Andre Howell had 118. Tackles for loss, we got 20 from J.J. Watt, who had 16.5 sacks, 8.5 from Jadeveon Clowney, and 7 from Christian Covington. Interceptions, 3 from Benardrick McKinney and Corey Moore, 2 from Jalen Mills, and 1 from Zach Cunningham. Any touchdowns? We did not get any. Probably pretty high on offense again. Yeah, we were 6th on offense. Defensively, how did this stand? 26th. Okay, well, kind of got worse in both of those categories. The Chiefs won 15-1 and Alex Smith won MVP. Alright, Deshaun Watson's 5th on MVP though. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson 2nd once again. That happened 2 times in a row. Nobody else was there from our team, right? Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year. I feel like Bernardrick McKinney can make it, but JJ Watt does. Bernardrick McKinney does not. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I doubt we have anybody near this. Same thing here. I don't think we have anybody starting even. Jimmy Baker makes it. He's our backup safety, I think. Check out the experience though. Anyone have a lot? Be cool if someone did. 16K from Deshaun Watson, 18 from DeAndre Hopkins. Actually, a good amount from the O-line. Once again, this O-line might be able to all get over an 80 after this season. And Will Fuller was playing the number 2. That's a bit of an issue. Not really that big of a problem. I don't think we would have won many more games if he had started in the slot. Defensively, though, I'm surprised J.J. Watt doesn't have more, to be honest. He had a lot of sacks. Andre Howell I thought would get a little more too, but that's okay. Like, not really much experience going around. That's alright. So I'm about to be in free agency here, and this team definitely has a lot of needs. So I'm looking to spend a lot of money. Try to go for the playoffs this following season. Let's see what happens here, though. Tevin Coleman, I'm not going to go after because Lamar Miller is fine. Honestly, I think he's just as good. I like how the MVP goes into free agency. That makes a whole lot of sense. There's nobody else that's that great here. I was hoping there would be some good offensive linemen or something. Patrick Robinson, I might actually go after. He has slow development? Why do you have slow? That's not fair. He shouldn't have slow. Trey Waynes? I'll probably go after Trey Waynes or just some kind of cornerback because we need someone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to draft one, to be honest. There's nobody great here. Maybe I'll go after Tevin Coleman. That doesn't really make much sense. But, like, I don't think he would do much different from what Lamar Miller's doing. Lamar Miller's having a great rebuild so far. And there's nobody else that I'd really want. Nick Foles is a free agent, too. Sad. But, yeah, there's, like, nobody here. Tyler Lockett's not bad, but, I mean, don't really think he'd be much of an upgrade. Like, these tight ends aren't bad, but, again, I don't think they'd be much of upgrades. Not really great offensive linemen. I mean, Josh Sitton isn't terrible, but I feel like almost our guys would go up to around his overall anyway. I was really hoping like Brandon Sheriff would be here or something. I was going to say Andrew Norwell too, but I don't know if he's a free agent in this year. I think he might be a free agent in this current year. Like, actually. There's nobody else that I want. Like, I don't want Clay Matthews. No middle linebacker I want. No outside linebacker I want. I mean, maybe like Delvin Breaux, but you're 29. I might just give a contract to Trey Waynes, even though he's getting 93 points from the Chiefs. I might still try. I'm actually going to give one to Patrick Robinson. I know he has slow development, but like, I'm just going to give him a 1-year deal, actually. I'm going to give him no signing bonus. I know he has slow development, but like, he's not going to develop anyway. Oop, that's a lot of signing bonus. He's not going to develop anyway, so what's the point? Even if he had Superstar, he wouldn't go up. So I'm just going to give him 0 signing bonus if I can. There we go. 0 signing bonus, 42 points. If he accepts that, then he does. If not, maybe I'll try to change it, but that's probably the only offer, or the only contract I'm going to offer. I am really considering 2 players here. This guy looks so good, and I know he has superstar development. So I kind of want to take him, but like, this guy's right here too. This guy looks so good. I think I need him more. I don't know if I need him more, though, because Whitney Merciless is a higher overall than our strong safety. I think I should go with our strong safety. I'm gonna go with this guy. I think he's actually more of an asset. Rashad Maynard. Also, I would want to go for the corner right now, but this guy's not gonna be good. I really can't see this guy being good. I just can't see it. So I'm gonna go with Rashad Maynard instead. 79 overall, superstar development. He's definitely going to be our starting strong safety, and that means Andre Howell. Maybe I can put on the trade block or try to trade for somebody on the trade block or something. I'll figure something out with him. I'm going to trade away my next 2 picks, I think, and then probably take the remaining players I have scouted here just to see what kind of team I can build with them. So let's trade away these remaining 2 picks before then. We got some picks from the Bears. That looks pretty good, actually. There's 2 second rounders. Another second rounder this year. I don't know if I'll take that because I don't think I need all those picks, to be honest. That doesn't look horrible. That doesn't look that bad. That's all this year's stuff, though, to be frank. I don't really want that. I think I'm going to take all next year's stuff if I can. I think I'll take this with the... I said I'll take all next year's stuff, so I'm actually just going to go... That's actually this year, too, for the Bears. I'm going to take this one with the Redskins. Even though that 4th rounder is this year, I can always trade it away or something. I don't know. But this 3rd rounder, I'm also going to trade away. Try to get some value for next year's draft or something. That's a 3rd rounder next year. That's a 2nd rounder next year. I'm actually just going to... I'll probably end up taking that one, but let me just make sure that there's nothing better. What was this? A 7th rounder? That's actually better, I think, from the Raiders. Yeah, I'll take the Raiders pick because it's the 4th next year, too. And now I'll start taking my players. Let's see who we have. Hopefully this offensive lineman's still here. He should be. He wasn't supposed to go until like the 4th round. So let's go with him here. Devin Joseph. He's super strong. He had 40 reps. I didn't even see that. He looks really good. 78 overall, normal development. 92 strength. He might come in and start at right tackle for us because I'm sure our right tackle is regressing like crazy. So he's definitely, I think, going to be our starting right tackle. This next pick, I think I might actually take somebody. Or maybe I'll trade it down. Let's see. Let's gauge where I'm at. Actually, I have a few more offensive linemen I can get away with taking. I want these cornerbacks just to see if these guys are randomly good. I really don't think they will be. So let's just go with this guy here. 76 normal. I don't think he's going to start because I think our guards are actually going to be better. Even though he's a rookie, yeah, but if he had like a development trait, I'd probably start him. But I think we can upgrade our guards to be over an 80. I didn't do that yet, but I think they would be. With this 4th rounder, I'll take another offensive lineman here in case one of them is superstar. Let's go with this guy because he has the highest combine. 77 with normal. All right, now we have a lot of depth at our offensive lineman position, which is nice to see. Our offensive lineman positions, I guess. It's plural. It's not just one offensive lineman position. With this 6th rounder, then, I'm going to take one of those cornerbacks. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be decent. I actually ended up signing Patrick Robinson in free agency. I actually did get him. So let's go with... This guy's a bit better of a combine. You have a 4.56 speed. You have a 4.43 speed. You're a late 7th rounder, though. You're an early 7th rounder. I'll just go with you first. 69 overall. You're terrible. You're actually not terrible, but you're not going to start. I think we brought back Kevin Johnson, so we have somebody to play at the number 3 cornerback spot. And I think with this pick, we're going to go with our remaining cornerback here in case you're randomly good. 70 overall. You're not very good. They're not very good either. These draft classes have not been good for cornerbacks. In these past 2 draft classes, there's been like one amazing corner, and he got drafted like the first pick of this draft, so I had no chance of going to get him. Here's the team, right? It's not great. I understand it's not great, but I feel like it might be good enough to make a playoff spot. As long as this defense can hold up. I'm not sure what's wrong. I might actually try to change the scheme a little bit. I don't know if this really affects it. Well, let's see what happens here if I go like attacking 3-4 instead of base 3-4. I don't know. Maybe that'll make Jadeveon Clowney get more sacks or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is what the defense looks like. If this side of the ball can hold up, I think we can definitely make the playoffs because the offense can score really, really easily. We have a better secondary now that Patrick Robinson's here. I know he has slow development, but still an 83 overall is not horrible. We got, what's your first name? Rashad Maynard, superstar developing rookie free safety. He should be great. I'm just going to put Andre Hall as a number 2 because I don't really feel like trading him. And the rest of the defense is pretty much the same. And this offense is, you know, I already went over it, I think. But offensive line's actually looking decent now. Everyone's at least a B-. That's good to see. Anyway, I'm going to sim to the midseason mark now. At the midseason mark here, we are 5-2. So this team is doing a lot better than it did the past couple of years. We were on top. No, we're not. What? That wasn't... Okay. We're 2nd in the division. I don't know why I said we're on top right away. I think I just expected us to be, even though I saw the Titans record here. Whatever. The Titans are on top, but we were tied with them. And then the Colts are in 3rd and the Jaguars are in 4th. If we could beat the Titans here, that would be nice. It's actually a really big game. But let's try to negotiate with some people. Lamar Miller, how old are you? 28 years old. What kind of contract do you want? Only a 3-year deal. And you are doing well for us. And we have a lot of cap room, so I don't see why not. 88 overall, not a bad running back at all. DJ Reader, I would definitely like to bring back. You're very talented. Who else do we got then? He accepted it. Whitney Merciless, I don't know. You really haven't done much this rebuild. I think I'm okay with letting you go and signing somebody else. But Will Fuller, I want. You did well in the slot when you were there. I need to make sure you're playing the slot again. And then Patrick Robinson, I'm not going to bring back. Jalen Mills, I will, though. He can at least play nickel or something if we get somebody else. So he's going to come back to the team, hopefully. There he is. Nick Martin. Yeah, I'll give Nick Martin a contract, too. You're not bad. You're still relatively young. You can at least be like a backup or something if we need you to be. And then that is it, I think, for everybody that we're going to bring back. Kind of like how the team's playing right now. 5-2, that's not bad at all. Hopefully we can keep this up and make a playoff spot. But Deshaun Watson has 16,000 experience right now. How did that happen? You must have won Player of the Week. Yeah, must have won Player of the Week a couple times or something. It's a lot of experience right now, but I'm going to spend this. He has +3 confidence. That's cool to see. Maybe he can win MVP. That'd be pretty awesome. But I'm going to use this to get up deep accuracy, because that's really hard to get up normally. He's a 92. I'm going to get the rest and awareness. 92 overall. Deep accuracy is really hard to get up. But yeah, he's a 94. Nice to see there. Nobody else on the offense has that much. Defensively, maybe somebody has over 10K. That'd be nice to see. I don't see it. Actually, this guy's close enough. I'm going to spend it. Why not? Make team the best that I can. 75 in that, 75 in that. Oh, this is all super cheap to get up to. Can I get these both to an 80? Nope, that's not possible. Probably get them both to a 78. There we go. 84 overall at the midseason mark. He's a good safety. I will take that for sure. He can probably go up to almost a 90 if he gets any other award or anything. Nobody else has all that much, but it's okay. The team's playing well. I have faith in the team. I think we can do this. We made the playoffs. We only went 9-7, but we made the playoffs. That's good enough for me. Came in second. Are we taking on the Titans? Oh my gosh, we are. We have to win this game. That would be huge. We just barely beat out the Jaguars to make the playoffs there. That's cool to see. We pretty much had like the same record these past few years, and then I guess just this one we made the playoffs. Anyway, we lost the opening game at 1-4. Lost to the Titans. I wish we could have won that one. Beat the Chargers. Lost to the Titans again. That sucks. We beat the Saints. Lost to the Falcons. Won 2 games. Lost 1. Beat the Panthers and then lost 2. This season could have been drastically different if we won those 2 games against the Titans, even though the second one really wasn't close. But Deshaun Watson had a really good season. Pretty much the same season again, but just better, I think. He had a couple more touchdowns, a couple less interceptions. A very good season there. Rushing, Lamar Miller doing his thing once again. He's actually having a little bit less yardage every year, but still doing a pretty good job at being our running back. 11 touchdowns too. DeAndre Hopkins had 90 catches, 1,298 yards, and 11 touchdowns. CJ Fedorowicz had 10 touchdowns on there. Will Fuller gets over 1,000 yards, and Jordan Matthews gets over 900. Check out sacks. How was this? Really good. Devin Joseph played very well at right tackle for us. That's nice to see. We got 150 tackles from Bernard McKinney. We got 14 tackles for loss for J.J. Watt and DJ Reader. Good season from him. 12.5 sacks from J.J. Watts and 10.5 from Jadeveon Clowney. Almost a DJ Reader. That just wasn't true. Patrick Robinson had 5 picks. I might bring him back if he didn't go down too much from regression. Jalen Mills had 3 interceptions. Bernard McKinney had 2. And then Kevin Johnson, Corey Moore, and Zach Cunningham each had 1. Any touchdowns? We did not get any touchdowns. That's okay. 14th on offense. That changed a lot. Defense probably got a bit better, though. Kind of looked like it did. 22nd. Yeah, I got a little bit better. MVP. Did we win it? No, we did not. Deshaun Watson's number 6. At least he was in this, like, in the race the whole entire time. Seth Pines at 93. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Deshaun Watson actually does not come in second this time. He comes in 3rd. Defensive Player of the Year. Bernard McKinney is up there. Nobody else from our team. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't see anybody else. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year. Rashad Maynard actually comes in 4th. That's not bad. I'll go through all these awards. Best Quarterback. Deshaun Watson comes in 3rd. Best Running Back. Anybody in the Texans? There he is. Lamar Miller, number 7. Best Wide Receiver. DeAndre Hopkins comes in 2nd. Nobody else from our team, though. Best O-Lineman. I'm surprised none of our players made it. I thought maybe one of our interior offensive linemen would have made it. But Best D-Lineman, J.J. Watt comes in there at number 7. Best Linebacker. Bernard McKinney, are you making this list? You are at number 9. That's not bad. Best Defensive Back. Patrick Robinson makes it. That's cool to see. Best Kicker. I don't even know who our kicker is. It's Dustin Hopkins. Alright, I guess we signed him. I don't know. I usually don't worry about that. I just let the computer sign it if I don't have one. I should probably spend my coach experience. I'll do that after this. But here's what the end of the season awards look like. Deshaun Watson has like no experience now. DeAndre Hopkins went decently. He actually has a decent amount of experience. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Joseph has 10K, which is nice. On the defense, though, this defense has not been getting much experience this entire time. That's why it's not really upgrading all that much, but that's okay. I'll spend this and then I'll send by the game because I think I plan on doing one more season, unless we win the Super Bowl here, but I don't think we will. So I upgraded the team and spent my coach experience, and this is what everything looks like here. Not bad. We might be able to take down the Titans. Not really too hopeful, though, since we lost to them twice in the regular season. But before I sim the game, comment Spanos if you're still watching. That's the word for this rebuild. My friend Ray actually suggested that one. That was the first suggestion I saw. I got a couple in the last video, but I'll implement those in future rebuilds. But yeah, comment Spanos if you're still watching. If you don't know who is it, Dean Spanos, I think his name is. He's like he did something for the Chargers. Is he the owner? I don't know. He might be the owner. But the joke with that comes from Urinating Tree. He's a YouTuber. I'd totally advise looking him up if you like watching people, just talk about football and stuff like that. But he does it like in a kind of like satirical way and like makes fun of all the teams. He's actually a really funny YouTuber. I definitely advise looking him up. And he just doesn't like Dean Spanos. Anyway, I'm going to advance to the next week. Let's see if we can take down the Titans. It'd be pretty awesome if we could. Probably not though. Yeah, we lost. Let's check out how much we lost, or how badly we lost. How much we lost? How much we lost by, I think is what I meant to say. Postseason 47-28. This defense is horrible. Okay, this defense is not very good. Deshaun Watson had over 400 yards with 4 interceptions. Alright, whatever. So we are in free agency now. You can see down there, I tried to re-sign Patrick Robinson. I gave him a really low deal for only 1 year, just in case he wanted to accept it, and he declined our offer. But anyway, 54 million cap room. I feel like Jalen Ramsey will probably be here. He normally is. Chris Jones is, and he fits this scheme. Carson Wentz. I'm not going to sign Carson Wentz, or Yannick Ngakoue would be cool, but he doesn't fit the scheme. Deion Jones, again, somebody I don't really want. I could play him at safety, though. I could go that route, but no. I mean, I want to try to keep it real here, so I'm not going to play him at safety. But Chris Jones, come to the team, big man. I would love you on this team. Pairing you up next to J.J. Watt would be huge. I'm going to give you a massive deal to make sure you come onto the team. 102 points. I'm going to give him even more because I've seen players or teams just swoop in and steal him at the end. This is a huge contract. 108 points. I'm okay giving him that. And then Tyreek Hill I'd also very much like, because then Will Fuller can go back to playing number 2. 103 points. I'm giving him a little more than that too, just to make sure I get these guys. I know I'm spending a lot of money, but we have a lot of money, so why not spend it? I don't think there's anybody else that I really want. That'd be actually a cool punter to get, but I don't really need him. Ooh, Kendall Fuller. I need a corner. I think I'm going to go after Kendall Fuller. Willie Henry's not bad either, but I don't need him. Austin Eckler, that's kind of cool, actually. Corey Clement, my guy. Matt Breida, I just saw. Ooh, I should probably get a new outside linebacker. Because Whitney Merciless did not, is not on the team anymore. I don't know why I was going with that. Miles Jack, that'd be cool, but he's not a pass rushing kind of dude. He can't really, doesn't really fit the scheme. Might as well give Whitney Merciless a contract. I'm going to give him a super low deal, though. I'm going to try to draft one if I can. If not, then I don't think it's the biggest deal because I really didn't see him doing all that much, Whitney Merciless, that is. And I think I'm also going to give a contract to Kyle Fuller. Kendall Fuller. My bad. Wrong Fuller, brother. I'm going to give Kendall Fuller, I keep mixing up his name. I'm going to give him 106 points. Hopefully he comes on the team. And I think that's going to be it. I think we're okay then in the cornerback situation. I think we have 2 other decent corners, right? Yeah, we have 2 other decent corners, so we can fill up those positions pretty well. I almost want another one. Maybe I'll draft one if I can, but let's see if we got all those guys. I really hope we did. I really want Chris Jones. Tell me Chris Jones came onto the team. Everybody did that we sent an offer to. That's actually really nice because now we got Chris Jones and J.J. Watt and Kendall Fuller here. Whitney Merciless is back on the team. I'm still looking to draft one if I can. If there's a decent guy up here, I will definitely take one. And then we got Tyreek Hill. He's going to be playing the slot, though, for sure. And then Will Fuller is going to be playing the number 2. And this team looks really good now. So there really isn't anybody here that I want, but I don't really think I'm going to do another season. So I don't want to trade down. So I don't want to trade down for picks next year. I'm just going to take this quarterback I know nothing about. 75 overall. All right, we reached, but he's a backup quarterback. So yeah, like I said, there's really nobody here that I know anything about. I didn't bother scouting a lot of these guys. I had like one person I really wanted, and I was going to try to take him, but he got drafted before I was able to. And now I don't really have anybody here, and I have 3 second-round draft picks. All right, so I think I might either trade him down or just sim through the second round and see who we ended up getting. I think I'll do that. I don't want to really waste time trading him down. My team reached like crazy on this guy. Okay, so I simmed through the second round, right? I wanted to draft this guy later in the draft because he was like a 6th round projected talent, but they took him in the 2nd round, and I thought somebody else took him, and I got scared for a second. But I guess we drafted this guy too. He's not bad. And we also drafted this guy, who is not bad. But yeah, I'm in the 3rd round now. I don't have anybody scouted, but I really wanted this guy. He was like a 6th round talent. He's phenomenal. He is superstar dev too. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there's really nobody that I want. Let's go with an offensive lineman, right? Why not? When in doubt, just always go with an offensive lineman. You're not going to be good. You had a close to a 6 combine, but you have really bad run block. I mean, you have really bad strength. I'm just going to go with this guy. Why not, right? I can't draft him. It's not my pick. What am I doing? It's the Browns pick. It's just the start of the 3rd round. Let me advance to my pick first. And then I'll probably take that guy. Unless he went. Let's see. Are you still there? He is still there. Actually, I might as well just check everyone else. Center. This guy looks better. Okay. 76 with quick. You're actually pretty good. I'm just going to take random people. If anyone's really good, I'll let you know. So here's a look at the team for the final season. We had to rely very heavily on free agency in order to make this team possible. In order to kind of like make this realistic rebuild okay. The Texans are a quite difficult team to realistically rebuild because they have horrible draft picks year 1. Their best draft pick is a 3rd rounder. And then after that, when they actually get a 1st round draft pick, they normally go like 8-8, 9-7 around there. So it's like you have a mid-1st, which is really useless, or a late 1st, which is even more useless. You can't get anybody good with that. So yeah, this is actually a pretty hard team to rebuild since you really have to rely on free agency since you can't really trade, can't draft that many players. But yeah, that was the offense. This is the defense. This D-line looks insane right now. I'm going to have this guy play number 2. You're the guy with superstar, right? Yeah, you're playing number 2 for sure. But Chris Jones and J.J. Watt patrolling the interior of the D-line along with D.J. Reader. And then we got Whitney Merciless and Jadeveon Clowney on the outside pass rushing. This looks really good. This team looks great. Our free safety, I think, is our biggest issue, but he's still not terrible. He's 27 years old, but you have slow. Why did people randomly just get slow development? Does Andre Howell have slow? Probably, right? No, you have normal. What do you have? Quick. You went down too? You didn't have an interception, so you went down. Oh, that's stupid. At least you still have quick. But yeah, this is the team. I'm just going to let it go from here. I think we're going to do pretty well. Hey, we went 9-7 once again. I don't know how this team went 9-7. This team was way better than last year's team, and last year's team went 9-7. I don't know. We won the division, though. It's pretty cool to see the Jaguars came in second. At least we made it to the top of the division. This rebuild really wasn't even a rebuild, because we had the same record pretty much this entire time. Whatever, 2-2 in the preseason. Won the opening 2 games, lost to the Colts, and then the Colts again, and then the Titans, and then the Steelers. Then won 3, then lost to the Packers, 1-1, lost to the Chiefs. How did the Chiefs win? They don't have Chris Jones anymore. I don't know. But anyway, then we won 2 in a row, lost to the Browns. We really lost to the Browns. Then we beat the Bears. Okay. Let's check out the stats. Aaron Rodgers wins MVP. Sadly, Deshaun Watson never won MVP, but that's okay. Pretty good season once again. 15 picks is quite a bit, but he's been hovering around that like 4,600 yard mark this entire time and slightly over 30 touchdowns, so he's been very productive. Lamar Miller once again gets around to 1,200 yards with like 10 touchdowns-ish. He had 9 though. Deshaun Watson had 2 touchdowns and Deontay Foreman had 5. Tyreek Hill got over 1,200 yards with 11 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins got over 1,300 yards with 8 touchdowns. Will Fuller had 6 touchdowns, and CJ Fedorowicz only had 2. Blocking, this should be pretty good. Never mind. 19 sacks let up from John Urschel is quite a bit. That's okay, though. He's been here since year 1. That's kind of cool to see. Bernard McKinney had 113 tackles. Tackles for loss, we got 17 from J.J. Watt and 13 from Chris Jones. This D-line was great. 15.5 sacks from Chris Jones, 13.5 from J.J. Watt, and then 11.5 from Jadeveon Clowney. Interceptions, 4 from Bernard McKinney, 3 from Kevin Johnson, 2 from Rashad Maynard. Wait, yeah, Maynard. 2 from Kendall Fuller, 1 from Whitney Merciless, Zach Cunningham, and Jalen Mills. Nope, didn't mean to look at safeties, but might as well check it. We did not get 1 safety. We got at least 1 touchdown, though. That's all we get from Bernard McKinney. 11th on offense. That was the defense. Is this any better? 17th. Okay, so the defense has been steadily improving as the offense has been doing worse every year. That makes some sense. Carson Wentz is on the Browns. Oh, man. Hope that doesn't actually ever happen. Deshaun Watson, though, comes in 8th. Alex Smith is on the Bengals. All right. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Deshaun Watson comes in 5th. He's been in these in the contention for MVP and Offensive Player of the Year every year so far, so that's cool to see. Nobody for Defensive Player of the Year from our team. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Don't really know if we have any. All right, Alan Hammer. I guess I'm not even really too sure if you are. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody from our team. Best quarterback. Deshaun Watson comes in 7th. Best running back. Oh wow. Lamar Miller did not make it. That's okay. Best wide receiver. We should have 2 guys in here. Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Hopkins. There they are. Best O lineman. Anybody. Nobody. All right. AJ Cann. Did that say he's an 88? Wow. Best D lineman. Chris Jones comes in 4th. J.J. Watt comes in 6th. Best linebacker. Bernard McKinney. There you are. Nope, never mind. That's Jadeveon Clowney. I just saw Texans and I thought it was going to be him. Best defensive back. Nobody from the Texans. And best kicker. I think we still have Dustin Hopkins. We do. He comes in 10th. All right, anyway, let's check out the experience quick before we get into the game and everything. 14K from Deshaun Watson's all right. 20K from Tyreek Hill. About 20K from DeAndre Hopkins. Not bad. What about the defensive side? 14K from Jadeveon Clowney. 16K here from Chris Jones. Only 7K from Maynard. Probably would have had a little more if he didn't go down to quick development. Yeah. Nobody else is all that much. I mean, wow, 16K from this guy. I didn't even notice that. That's pretty cool. Here's one final look at the team before we get into the game. I'm actually not going to get into the game. Actually, I'm just going to sim it. That's kind of what I'm going to do from now on, I think. It just makes things faster. Doesn't really influence the game, I don't think. But Deshaun Watson is a 95 with confidence. Cool to see. Lamar Miller didn't really go down much in this rebuild, so that's kind of nice to see as well. DeAndre Hopkins is a 99 still. Tyreek Hill is a 96. This guy randomly made the Pro Bowl, I think. And he has quick development. That's really random. He made the I don't know why he made the Pro Bowl. Maybe he's like a kick returner or something. But yeah, he's an 81 now. That's kind of cool to see, I guess. The O-line's all at least a B, which is nice to see. I guess, actually, John Urschel is a B-. Never mind. CJ Fedorowicz, those an 88. And then here's the defense. This D-line is still very vaunting. Cornerbacks got a lot better from the beginning of this just because Kendall Fuller. That's Kendall, right? I said the right name? That is Kendall Fuller. Okay. This safety is up to an 87. Not bad at all, right? The defense looks pretty good. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry for the and the awkward pause, but it happens. Anyway, let's advance the week. Please let me take down the Bengals. If I lose to the Bengals, okay, I was going to say, if I lost to the Bengals in the playoffs, that would just be a problem. The Chargers now. Let's sim against the Chargers. End up winning. No, we did not. Okay, we lost by 3. I saw that down there, 38-35. I'll check out both of the playoff games here. So, where was it? 38-35. Nope, that was not our game. Never mind, that was a different game. We lost by... No, it was 38-35. I was just looking at that one for some reason. We did lose only by 3 points. That's rough. How did Deshaun Watson play? Why do you throw so many interceptions in playoff games, man? Nick Foles is our quarterback. Well, that's why they won. They're going to win the Super Bowl now. Just watch. We actually won 49-14, 507 yards. Deshaun Watson didn't even have all that many of them. Rushing must have been great. Yeah, Lamar Miller had over 100 yards, and Deontay Foreman had 78 yards with 3 touchdowns. Wow. Okay, well anyway, this is going to conclude my first realistic rebuild. I don't think it was too unsuccessful. Yeah, we did not win a Super Bowl, it sucks. But we did win a playoff game, and we made the playoffs in the 3rd year, which is nice to see, even though we had like the same record this entire time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon.